वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। What is the topic we are seeing?
We saw some Nipatitani. Some Nipatitani.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm asking the main topic.
Kritya.
So among the Krityas, which Pratyaya? Among the Kritya Pratyas, which Pratyaya? There are Yat, Nyat, Tavya, Aniyar, Kelimar. 7 Pratyas are there, right? Nyat Pratyaya we are seeing. Nyat Pratyaya comes after the Dhatu, which are ending with Rikara or Rikaranta Dhatu or Alanta Dhatu. So, and what are the Angakaras will happen that we know? Nitvat, Vriddhi, Ilantasya Vriddhi, Upadayaha Gunaha, Rasvakarasya Vriddhi. So 3 possible Angakaryas. So it's special case we are seeing. We are seeing Nyat in fact very elaborately. And another important thing is Kuttam. Don't forget. Kuttam happens from Dhatus and for some Dhatus only in a particular meaning. So all these are very specific. It's not possible to remember everything. I also don't remember. I check the sutra and my notes only. And last class we saw some Nipatana, some ready-made words, which Pani Maharshi has. That section, in fact, full of this sutra only, ready-made sutra. The section is not that much interesting also. But what to do? It is there. We have to know it. That's it. That section is 3 Nul Tricho, that section Krityaha. That is before Nul Tricho. 3.1 section, 3.195 to 3.132. Some of the sutras important. Acho Yat, Alohon Yat, that is Yat Pratyaya will come after the Ajanta Dhatu. Nyat Pratyaya will come after Alanta and Rikaranta. Those are important sutras. All other sutras in that section are all very specific and some are very Nipatanam only. That we have seen. So far it is done. Okay, it is just for the sake of completion. I don't expect you to remember that also. Don't worry. So now take the Ukaranta, Rikaranta. How this with this dhatu, Nyat Pratyaya will come. Will Nyat Pratyaya come for after Ukaranta dhatu? Yes or no?
No.
Not come, because yet should come, right?
Yeah.
But there are some exception. You can see. What is the exception? Nyat pratyaya. Okay. Now I will send the notes because now you're reading, you're answering. So I'll send the notes. You're working, it means you can see the notes and then tell later. Okay, I'll send the notes after the class. So here you can see Nyat pratyaya. Uvarnanta dhatu. Please see. Instead of yat, it will take nyat in the sense of avashyaka. And we saw lu dhatu itself, right? So this is Suvarnata dhatu. So that's what I have written here, keeping such dhatus in mind. So that's what we are going to see. Nothing but simple Angakarya, but Angakarya possible. One example I'll give and then move on. Example is Lu dhatu itself we can take. Lu plus Nyata, what is the form? Lu will become Lau, Vruddhi. Then Lau plus Yat, Pratyaya follows. Pratyaya, which is the Nimitta for causing love, and that pratyaya follows, becomes au will be replaced by avati, love. So therefore you get lavya. Lavya surupam can be declined in all the genders. Okay. So lavya. Similarly, another pu dhatu. Pu, if oshtiya letter precedes, then also nyat will come. Do this rule. Even though ajanta, but if oshtiya letter precedes, it is one of the exception. So pu will become pau, vruddhi. Pau plus ya. Content of nyat is ya. Then vavya. Similarly, we have one another rule, rule is there, which the sutram, I don't remember the sutra. I think this also I must have covered. Somewhere it is there. Apurvaka su dhatu also will take nyat pratyaya. All these, in fact, the exceptions are given as example here. Apurvaka su dhatu. Therefore, su will become sau. Sau plus, yeah, the resultant would be apurvaka, not as. So. It will become asavya. So these are all, in fact, the examples which are given here, all these are exceptions. You can note. Similarly, you dhatu also. You also, yakara is talu, but this is there's also an exception is given. So you will become yo. Yo plus ya becomes yavya. So ukaranta, these ukaranta dhatus take nyat pratyaya and angakarya happens. Similarly for rikaranta dhatu. Supposed to take the yata, but there are exceptions. Okay, therefore, kru dhatu, for example. Kru plus rikaranta. Sorry, rikaranta dhatu anyway nyat only. Kshmita, huh? Rikaranta alanda dhatu is only nyat only. Okay, there's no exception. This is in keeping with the rule. Rikaranta dhatu, kru plus nyat. Kru will become kar, vriddhi. Therefore, you get karya. This is what karya is. So you get karya. Karyani. So all vikaranta dhatu will be like that. Okay. So one example is enough. Then atupada. Atupada means upada is akara. So vapadatu. Alanta dhatu, therefore nyat pratyaya. Va plus nyat will become upada is akara.
Dirga.
Vapya.
Yes, good dirga. So it is va plus ya becomes vapya. Similarly, rap dhatu will become rapya. Similarly, lap dhatu will become lapya. In fact, I think this one exceptional somewhere. All these words are also occurs. Anyway, it's okay. What I'm writing in Lapya. Then trap dhatu. Trap plus nyata. Tra.
Trap.
Trapya. These are given as some, before. You have to refer the sutra. I mean the rules. Then another one, this also. Apurvaka. Cham dhatu. This also is given before. A plus cham becomes
Achamya.
achamya. Becomes acham. You can see these are given under Niyata section. Achamya, I remember, I've done that. Yeah, here it is. You see, you, rap, lap, trap, cham, all these. Ang purvaka su dhatu, yu dhatu, vab dhatu, rab dhatu, these dhatus will take what pratyaya nyat. Why we say? Because these dhatus ending with oshtya letter pakara, the upadha is there. Poho at upada, that's a rule. The dhatus having pakara at the end and upada is akara, then it will take yat pratyaya as a rule. But these are exception to that. So all these are connected. Yat pratyaya supposed to come, but comes nyat. Nyat is supposed to come, that is negated by yat. Yat is negated and comes back to nyat. Something like that. Not something, it is like that only. You have to see. Let's see. I've covered before. That is yat pratyaya, and in the section yat. Pavarganda dhatu, having akara as upada, should take what pratyaya? Yat. As an exception to that, Pavarganda dhatu taking atupada is. So it is supposed to take a nyat, but this is an exception. This exception is exempted for these dhatus. Therefore, again falls into the main basket. Therefore, this rab dhatu, etc. will take nyat pratyaya. Understand? That's what we covered in this section.
Yes.
So now I'm just giving only the Angakarya. In Angakarya also we know, just for the sake of covering only. So all this. Then, and this good place also, you can check all these are all exceptions. Exception to the exception, therefore Utsarga. Pratyaya comes back to Nit. Then Itupada Dhatu. Itupada is Hikara, it's the Upada. So Alat Dhatu. So like for example, Lik Dhatu, Lik plus Nyat, Li will become
Lekya.
Le. So
Yeah.
therefore you get Lekya. Lekya means that which is written, construct, done. So that is Lekya. Now that must be done. In that sense also should be written, that meaning. Dhatu is sufficient because it's common. There is no anything specific. And okay. Then Itupada, then Uttupada. Ukara is Upada. Buddha Dhatu. Buddha plus Nyata will become Bodh.
Bodhya.
Bodhyam. That which must be known, which must be understood. Bodhya. Bodhyam. Then Ritupada Dhatu. Rikara is Upada. Just one example. Rich plus Nyata. Tell me what will happen? Rich plus Nyat.
Ruchi.
No. R is Upada.
Archya.
Ar. Yes. It becomes
Archya.
Arch.
Chia.
Archya. It is Archya. Okay. Then up to that we have done. Then this what is this Tukkagama. Okay. These are all some other rules required to the application. 1 minute. This is 9, 10. All these comes under 9, 10, 11 for Nyat Pratyaya. Just a minute, please. This is 1, 2. Kutva related. These rules related to Kritya Karyas. Number 1. And Kutva is number 2. Okay. I'm just giving the same running number. So 10 is the previous one is 10, therefore it must be 11. Okay. Tukkagama rule, number 11. So wherever, in the case of Tukkagama, where does it apply in our context? In the context of Kritya, for which Pratyaya?
Kit pratyaya.
What Pratyaya? What Pratyaya?
Kit.
What Pratyaya in our
So here,
context?
yeah. Yep.
Kyap. Yeah, that's good. So to remember the Pratyaya Kyap, because Kyap is a Krit Pratyaya and it is a Prit Pratyaya. Therefore, when the Krit Pit Pratyaya follows the Dhatu, ending with the then ending with the Rasva vowel, then get Tukkagama. This is a general rule. In our context, the Pratyaya is Kyap. So this is a general example, and our example is specific example is this. This is a general example, which is Agnim Chinoti, is a compound. Agnim Chinoti, you get Agni Chita. So Agnim is what Vibhakti? Agni plus Dvitiya Vibhakti. Chi Dhatu and Kartari Quip, the one who does the collection of Agni. Agni Chi means Chayanam. Accumulate. Chi. Then Quip Pratyaya comes after the Dhatu. Then it's a compound, Upapada Samasa. The whole thing is a Pratipadikam. So within a Pratipadikam, the Pratyaya will go away. So is a Pratyaya. Supratyaya will go away. What Pratyaya? Supratyaya. Therefore, Agni and Chit plus, not Chit, Chi only, plus Quip. Quip being a Krit Pratyaya and Pit Pratyaya, therefore Tukkagama will come. Because Chi is ending with the vowel E. So Tukkagama comes. Tukkagama Sandhi we have seen. In Tukkagama Sandhi, the Sandhi context. Content being a Takara, therefore Chit. And Quip Pratyaya 0 suffix. Content is 0. Therefore that goes away. So that, therefore you have Agni Chit, Agnim Chinoti iti, Agni Chit. So this is an example for Quip Pratyaya Kartari Quip. Now our Kritya example is, that's what we are interested, where we have Kyap Pratyaya. So Kyap Pratyaya, Pra plus Kru plus Lyap. Oh, okay, this is Lyabanta, Kshimita. This is not our also. This is Lyabanta. So Pra plus Kru plus Lyap. Lyap is Tva Pratyaya, not Lyabanta. This Tva Pratyaya, when Dhatu is preceded by Upasarga, then Tva Pratyaya also should be replaced by corresponding, that should be replaced by Lyap. This correspond, there is a Adesha ordained for Tva, which is Lyap. And Lyap being now, Lyap is not a Pratyaya because it replaces Tva, therefore it enjoys status of being a Pratyaya, and it is a Krit Pratyaya now because Tva being Krit and Pakara is Itrata, therefore Krit Pratyaya, which is a Pit Pratyaya follows, and Kru will get Tukkagama. That is the ending. This is ending with the Rasva vowel. Therefore Tukkagama. Content being Takara. Therefore Pra plus Krit plus content of Lyap being ya, therefore you get the form prakritya. This is not even our example. Our example only in the context of kyap. Padasupi kyapcha, one sutra is there. That I'll do it. But we have done that. These are all example for tukkagama. These two are one example, sandhi example, where tukkagama comes. This example is where tva pratyaya replaced by lyap. Third example is our example. We can take the vadadatu, which I have written already. Want to check? Just go back and see. Vadadatu, halantadatu will take kyap pratyaya. Just I'll copy paste from there. Yes. Okay, you can take krudatu itself in the sense of karma. Even we are seeing kritya pratyaya, that is itself,
Mhm.
the sense of karma. We can take this. I just copy paste this. In the sense of karma, the krit pratyaya, or vadadatu also is there. Vadadatu, vad, speak capture, that would be better. Yeah, here it is. Or you can take any of this. All these are Kapanta, but we want Dhatu. So ending with a vowel. Okay. So this also is okay. Stutya. This part I'll take it. That's by a rule. Stu dhatu, stu is to praise. We'll take a pratyaya, the first stotum yogyaha as an example for tukkahama. So just copy paste it. Stu plus kyapa in the sense of yogya. Yogya arte stu dhatu. That's by a rule. Kyapratyaya it will take. Stu plus kappa becomes tutya. This is our example, kep example. So again, three examples for tukkahama. One is compound, other one is kartari. There is pratyaya, abhiya example. Then kep pratyaya, trutya example. Next one, upadanakara is an important rule. This finds application many places. Even I was teaching young Anta before this class. There also this came up. Upadanakara of halanta anga of anidid dhatu. What is anidid dhatu? What is anidid dhatu? Dhatu which is not a yit is anidid, right? Na yit, anidid. Idid dhatu will take. Idid dhatu will take what? You know, remember, I think I must have taught this. Idid dhatu will take.
Numagama.
Very good. Numagama. And dhatu is not idid, but still nakara is there as upada. That is anidid we are talking about. The nakara is there will become lopaha upada nakara when followed by kit or git pratyaya. Like example, I can give many examples. Many are there like this dhatu. Shams dhatu, where you see anuswara. Actually, it was before anuswara. It was, what was the letter? Nakara only. Nakara it is. Shams. Apadanta nakara followed by sakara. Sakara is jal letter. Apadanta nakara followed by jal. Then apadanta nakara will become anuswara sandhi. Don't forget. Huh?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
Like I've given the Idi Dhatu one example. Dhatu is copying. E is it letter. Therefore, Numagama will come. Numagama comes. Numagama content is Nakara. Nakara is it. Is it content. Therefore, Kand. Now, Nakara is not at the end of the Padam, followed by Jal. This will become Anuswara. Anuswara followed by A letter. Therefore, Parasavarnaha. Therefore, Kam. This is all from Kapi you get. This is example for Idid Dhatu. Another example, Nidhi Dhatu, very good. Nidhi Dhatu, Aupadeshika Dhatu, beginning with the Murdani Nakara, should be replaced by Dantya. Don't forget, we know it. And this is also Idit Dhatu, therefore Num will come, therefore becomes Nind. Right? Therefore you get Nind. But similar here also, like here, the Makara is nothing but it was Nakara. Right? Before. Similarly here also, it has become Anuswara because of Parasvarna. Similarly here also, it was Anuswara is we can infer that must have been Nakara before. And by Anuswara Sandhi, it becomes Anuswara. So that is applicable at the end, Sandhi. It's applicable at the end. So Shams, even though Shams is given, we have to consider that Anuswara is nothing but Nakara. After that, after doing all the application, if Nakara remains, we can do Anuswara Sandhi and make it Anuswara at the end. But now, since we are doing the process, so you have to apply the rules in sequence when it comes to Sandhi, the sequence of application. So consider it as a Nakara only. Nakara alone has become Anuswara. Now this Nakara, which is Upada Nakara of a Halanta Dhatu, Nakara not due to the Dhatu is Idit. These are the conditions. When followed by a Pratyaya, which is a Kit or Ngit, this Nakara will drop. It's a rule. This is an important rule. Again, I said, please understand. Upada Nakara of a Halanta Anidit Dhatu becomes Lopaha when followed by Kit or Ngit Pratyaya. Right? And followed by, so Kamp plus, suppose, if you Kamp Dhatu is there. Now let us see, what is the Karmani Rupam of Kamp Dhatu? Karmani. Kartari we know, Kampate, Kampete, Kampante. What about Karmani?
Kampyate.
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 Oh, okay.
Is it Kampyate? Let's check and it is Kampyate. Are you sure? My screen is hanging. I'm not able to move. Why? 1 minute. Sorry. Kampadatu Upada Nakara is there. When followed in Karmani Prayoga, what comes? Yak Pratyaya. Yak is a Kit Pratyaya. Therefore, what will happen to the Upada Nakara?
Lopa. Nakara should get Lopa.
Nakara should become Lopaha. But will it happen? Then it should be Kampyate, right? The form must be Kampyate, but it is not. It is Kampyate only. Should become Lopa. Why doesn't become Lopaha? You see the process.
Not Anidit.
Not exactly, not Anidit. It's
Not Anidit.
It is not Anidit. Therefore, we cannot make it as Makara Lopaha. It is Kampyate. Therefore, Kampyate Makara. Similarly, Nindadavata become Nindyate. Nakara will remain. Yat Pratyaya. But if you take the Shas Dhatu, Shams Dhatu, Shams, Prashams, Shams is to praise. Shams plus Karmani Yat plus Te. This is Anidit Dhatu, followed by Ikit Pratyaya. Becomes Shasyate. Nakara becomes Lopaha. That is, Anuswara should be considered as a Nakara. That Nakara will go away, right? Karmani Priya. That Karmani also we have done. A lot of examples we have already did. Therefore, we have the form here, Shasya. Shasya can be declared in all the gender. Okay. So this is a important rule. Upadana is not specific for this. This is called Vishwato Mukham of the Sutra. Sutra being there, applicable in different contexts. You see the application in the context of Kritya, in the context of Yanganta, in the context of Karmani Priyaha. So wherever Kitta and Git Pratyaya comes, Vishwato Mukham, applicability of the rule. Okay. This is your homework. So whatever is here, try this. What Pratyaya? Nyat or Ket, which Pratyaya will come, that you do it. Okay, only Yat and Nyat. At Dhatu, all these are Alanta Dhatu. Yes. You can try based on what it ends with. You can try as a homework. I'll send this document. You can try.
Mm.
Now, this is done. Then Karya related to Tavya. This is simple. There is no big deal at all. Tavya Pratyaya is what Pratyaya? Sarvadhatuka or Adadhatuka? No doubt, huh? What Pratyaya is that? Sarvadhatuka or Adadhatuka?
Ardhadhatuka.
All are Adadhatuka only in the Kritya Pratyayas. Where is Sarvadhatuka? So Tavya, it is Valadi or not?
Yes.
It's Valadi. Therefore, if the Dhatu is said, Itakama will come. Nothing can deny Itakama coming, provided Dhatu is said. Dhru Dhatu plus Tavya. This is something important that's why given. Dhru plus Tavya. When Adadhatuka Pratyaya follows Dhru, Dhru will change, Dhru will be replaced by, that is proper to say, Dhru will be replaced by Vach. Vach is not a Dhatu, please note. Vach, since it replaces a Dhatu, now it enjoys the status of being a Dhatu. Vach is the Adesha. It's a rule. Dhru, when followed by, there are some Dhatus are there. These are called Dhatu Adesha. These are called Dhatu Adesha. Those which replaces a Dhatu, they are called Dhatu Adesha. The replacement happens when another Dhatuka Pratyaya follows. Okay, so there are some Dhatus like that. Only few Dhatus, not many. Don't worry. When another Dhatuka Pratyaya follows Bru Dhatu, Chakshing Dhatu, and the Dhatus like Gang Dhatu, Asdhatu. Asdhatu will become
Bhu.
Bhu. See, we have seen, I think, before.
Mm.
Asdhatu. What is the Karmani Prayaga of Asdhatu? As means to be. Asti staha santi. Not as means to throw, not fourth conjugation. Second conjugation. What is the Karmani Rupam of as plus yak plus te will become?
Bhuyate.
Bhuyate. It is not asyate. Because yak is what pratyaya? Adadhatuka pratyaya. As will be replaced by Bhu. Bhu is not Bhu Dhatu. Bhu is the Adesha because it replaces us. Therefore, Bhu will enjoy the status of being a Dhatu. Therefore, Bhuyate. Similarly, Vach Dhatu. Bru Dhatu. Why Vach Dhatu? Bru Dhatu. That is the example we are doing also. Bru plus Yak plus Te. Karmani. Bru will be replaced by Vach. Vach plus Yak plus Te. Vach will undergo Samprasaranam. When Vach is followed by Yak, therefore we get Uchyate. This we have seen, remember. So, example for Dhatu Adesha when another Dhatuka Pratyaya follows. So, that is what done here. So, Bru will be replaced by Vach. Bru Dhatu is Anik Dhatu, therefore no Itakama. But Vach plus Tavya, this is Chakara, and here, therefore, what will apply? We can apply Kutvam. What is this Kutvam? What is this Kutvam? I have written Kutvam here. What is that Kutvam?
Chakara replaced by.
No, not that is. That is only for Nyat or Git Pratyaya. Nit or Nit. This is not that. This is simple Sandhi. This is simple Sandhi. Chavarga letter, when followed by Jal, what happens? When Chavarga letter, when followed by Jal or at the end of the Padam, will be replaced by, this is Kutva Sandhi. Simple Kutva Sandhi. That is a Kutvam. Not the Kutvam which is in Sapada Saptadhyay. That is, Sapada Saptadhyay Kutvam is, I hope you understand what is Sapada Saptadhyay. Huh? That is, this Kutvam is in Tripadi, what you see here. Sapada Saptadhyay Kutvam is Chakara and Jakara when followed by Git or Nyat, Git or Nit Pratyaya. That will undergo, that is only for Chakara and Jakara, not other letter. other palatal letters, other Chavarga letters.
Hmm.
Whereas this Kuttam, which is in Supadis, is a Sandhi Kuttam. Okay, you can distinguish like that. This is Samgita Kuttam, that is not Samgita Kuttam. That is Angakarya Kuttam. This is Samhita Kuttam. You can make some distinction. Samhita is
Sandhi.
Sandhi. Samhita, it's not Sandhi, Sangita.
Hmm.
Samhita Kuttam. Samhita Kuttam, therefore, when followed by Jal or at the end of the Padam, and the end of the Padam, Chavarga letter will be replaced by corresponding Kavarga letter. Like in the example, Jalamuch and all declension we did. We applied this. Jalamuch, Payomuch, Vanij, Ritvij, all those Shabdas. All these things once upon a time I taught you.
Yes.
So this is Tavya, Dhatu being Anit, no Itagama, therefore Buru becomes Vaktavya. Today morning also in Kena Upanishad this came. Vaktavyam iti acharya na uchyate. Tapo iti, tapo dhamma karma iti. So uchyate Vaktavyam. Okay. This is Vaktavya Pratyaya. Aniyar also can be added. Aniyar can be added to any dhatu. Tavya also can be added to any dhatu. Because there are asamana rupa pratyaya. Only with regard to yat, nyat, kyap only we have exceptions, etc. connected by. But here we don't have. Tavyat also you can discard, no problem. Tavya pratyaya can be added to any dhatu. Aniya also can be added to any dhatu. Aniya being an adhatuka pratyaya, therefore bru plus aniya, bru will be replaced by a vach, therefore vachaniya. What is meaning of vachaniya? Vaktavyam, same meaning only, should be told. Satyam vachaniyam, satyam vaktavyam. Right? Andratam na vaktavyam, andratam na vachaniyam. Similarly, asdhatu, as will become, just now I told, will be replaced by bu. Bu dhatu state or anit? Tell me.
Set.
Bu dhatu is, it is, then if it is said, then Nishta Rupam, why it is, what is, okay, what is Nishta Rupam? Nishta Rupam. And I ask Nishta, then don't go to Nitaram Sthiti, you answer. What is the, you go to Nidra, huh? What is Nishta? Bhuta. Bhutaha, right? Bhutaha, Bhutavan. Because Dhatu is, remember, we saw, Dhatu is Ukaranda Dhatu. And Ukaranda Dhatu followed by Kit Pratyaya, Ittagama will not come.
Yes.
Even though the Dhatu is said, Ittagama will not come. Therefore, Bhuta is not Bhavita. Bhavitavyam is there, Bhavishyati is there, Rutlakara, future tense. But Nishta Pratyaya, please check your document, Nishta document later, you see. Uganta Dhatu, see all this, see, you cannot know this by compartments. It will not work. First, maybe we may be learning things separately, topic wise. Then we have to bring in all the topics. Like how Sandhi, having learned, we apply Sandhi. It's universal. Similarly, Nishta Pratyaya, the Dhatu property, etc., whatever we learned, that is the Nishta, that in the context here, you have to bring in all those information, provided if you remember. Who says Sanskritam is easy? It's not. You have to remember so many things. Bhudhatu is Uganta Dhatu. Uganta Dhatu, when followed by Kit Pratyaya, Ittagama will not come. Ta Pratyaya being a Kittagama, and here Bhudhatu, which is Ukanta. Ukanta means U, R, L. So therefore, no Ittagama, even though the Dhatu is said and Pratyaya is Valadi. Therefore, we get Bhuta. Whereas in future tense, Bu plus Sya is Adhatuka Pratyaya. Dhatu is said, therefore Ittagama and Shattam also happens, and Angakarya Bu will become Bo, Bhavishyati, you get, right? Now here, coming back here, therefore here, Asdhatu replaced by Bu, as dhatu is set or anit. Because replaced by bu, now bu enjoys the status of dhatu. Therefore, whatever dhatu bu, that undergoes, same thing this also will undergo.
Mm.
Therefore, now here onwards it will be like a bu dhatu only. Before ordaining, it is not a dhatu. After ordaining, it is a dhatu. Bu also enjoys a dhatu. Once it enjoys the status of being a dhatu, then it will undergo the same karya the bu dhatu undergoes. Same set of operation. So bu dhatu is okay. As dhatu is anit or set as to be. You cannot do nishta pratyaya. If you do nishta pratyaya, then bu also as will be replaced by bu. Then only bhuta only will get. The dhatu as dhatu. As means to be. Set or anit dhatu. Second conjugation. It is set dhatu. Dhatu is set as dhatu. Okay, how do you know the as dhatu is set? How will you find out? I taught you all those things. You remember? How you
Yes.
know the as dhatu of second conjugation is set? How will you find out? And how will you find out the dhatu is parasmipadi or atmanipadi? All these things I taught you.
For Atmanepadi, I think Anit Amsha should be Anudata.
Not anitamsha. It, you have to say.
Anit.
Oh, okay.
Anit.
You are telling anitamsha. Okay. Say it again. Dhatu is asa, the original dhatu. Say
So,
it.
Anit Amsha, which is us, should.
Anitamsha, which is a.
Okay, which is.
That's a is it the letter. Itamsha. What you are saying is this a which is there, that is ananunasika ach, that is what anitam amsha you are saying. And this a which is there, it is itamsha, that is anunasika ach. Okay, yes. Please
Guruji, but Anit Amsha should be us, no? Sakara also should be there.
Vowel only we have to take it, right?
Okay, yes. For Swara, yes. Okay. So, Anit Amsha should be Anudata
Very
for
good. For
Atmanepadi.
No. Anitamsha, if it is anudata, dhatu is anit.
Okay, Anit. Okay.
Itamsha, when you consider, then swara we have to see. The swara, if it is anudata, then it is atmanepadi.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is parasmipadi. Right? See, dhatus, all the dhatus almost, not all, I mean, all the dhatus, dhatupata, ekach dhatu, except some dhatus which have two vowels. Forget about that. Only few dhatus. So you will have two vowels. One vowel will be anit. Other one will be it. It means that is lopaha. Because vowel, therefore it must have swara. If the swara of the itamsha of the dhatu is anudata, then atmanepadi. Otherwise parasmipadi. So here it is not anudata, therefore parasmipadi. And the swara of the itamsha, sorry, I'm talking about the anitamsha, so make the mistake. The swara of the anitamsha, if it swara of the itamsha of the dhatu is anudata, then it is atmanipadi, otherwise parasmipadi. The swara of the anitamsha is anudata, the dhatu is anit. So here the dhatu is not anit. It means the swara must be udata. Swara of the anitamsha of the dhatu is udata, therefore dhatu is set dhatu. I hope I'm not confusing you. Okay. So this is anitamsha, this is itamsha. Itamsha of the dhatu is useful for finding out whether dhatu is parasmipadi or atmanepadi. Anitamsha is useful for finding out whether dhatu is set or anit. Remember that. So here the swara must be the dhatu being a set, therefore swara must be dash. Udata. Simple. Anyway, okay, I taught you this, right? That's okay. That's what I want to know. So bu plus tavya dhatu is set dhatu, no problem. Bu will be the adesha in the place of us when followed by adha dhatu ka pratyaya. So bu plus tavya being set, bu also set dhatu only. Therefore, Bu plus itagama comes. Angakarya is bu plus tavya. Just simple guna angakarya. Please note, this is not a nitya. So vriddhi and all will not happen. Just to guna angakarya. Bu become bu, then bhavitavya. Right form is bhavitavya. Similarly, as plus aniya. This is not valadi, therefore no itagama. Even though dhatu is said, therefore you get bhavaniya. So here I have written dhatu adesha. Bu dhatu, this you can remember. Bru dhatu, as dhatu, chaksh dhatu. These dhatus, when followed by ada dhatuka pratyaya, will get vach, bu, and kya adesha respectively. So bu, the bru will be replaced by vach, as will be replaced by bu, and chaksh will be replaced by
Yeah.
kya. We have the word right, vyakyanam, akyayika, akyanam, kya means to tell. So you will have the actual dhatu is chaksh dhatu. Chakshin atmanepadi dhatu will be replaced by kya. Kya, okay. Okay, this is the karya related to two karyas happen. What are the two karya? One is specific for these dhatus where dhatu is replaced by entirely by a different form. Number two is gunanga karya. Right? You have to find out after ordering itagama, depending on the dhatu. Pratyaya is valadi, other dhatu ka pratyaya, it will take itagama. But dhatu has to be said. Right? That condition is important. Both conditions have to be fulfilled. Dhatu has to be said also. So once dhatu is said, itagama will come. And two karya happens. One is dhatu adesha karya. Other one is anga karya, gunanga karya. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Similarly for other dhatu. Okay. These are all pure sandhi. Nothing is there. So it's simple. Vak plus tavya, vak dhatu. Followed by tavya, beginning with the jal letter. So what will happen to hakaranta dhatu? You remember hakara when followed by jal, dhattum will apply. No others. Okay. Why itagama doesn't come? The dhatu must be
Anit.
anit.
Right.
It is understood. Dhatu must be anit. If you want to check, you can find out from the dhatu pata. Dhatu pata you must be having ascent, no? Dhatu pata, dhatu kosha. Okay. Now, therefore there is no itagama. Therefore, hakara and takara, they come closer, proximity, samgita. Therefore, hakara will be replaced by dakara. This is datto mino. Odaha, yes. That applies. Therefore, word. And after that, this is the jash letter followed by takara. When jashanta dhatu followed by takara, takara or takara, that will be replaced by dakara again sandhi, which is, I call the sandhi as dattva sandhi. Remember? Then after that, dakara, what sandhi? Become dakara.
Tutva.
Very good. Shtutvam. Yes. Shtutvam will happen. Then dakara followed by dakara, then what will happen to the dakara? This dakara
Can drop.
can drop, but if it is for the vagdhatu and sagdhatu, please note that preceding letter, this will drop, okay. Preceding letter supposed to become dirgha, right? That instead of dirgha, it will become O. Please note. Akara will be replaced by Okara. Understand? This is an exception for Vagdhatu and Sagdhatu. That is why I have given specifically here. Dralope Purvasya Dirgo Anaha. That is a sutram. But Saki Vagoho Ot Varnasya. Saki Vago Roda Varnasya. Sutram is the next sutra. When Dakara followed by Dakara, Dakara becomes Lopaha. Preceding unletter will become Dirga. But here preceding Akara is, if it is of Vagdhatu and Sagdhatu, it is replaced by O, Okara. Therefore, we have Vodavya. Vodavya means that must be carried. Vodavya. Vagdhatu, Vag means to carry. Similarly, Sag plus Tavya, same process. This is why specifically I've written these two dhatu because
Mm.
Okara Adesha is common. So Sad, then Sadhavya, then undergoes Tutvam, then Sodhavya. What is Sodhavya meaning? That which must be
Tolerated.
tolerated. Sodavyam, that which must be endured. This is a Dattvam. All these are okay. Sandhikarya, that's why I took it for granted. This is Dattvam. And this is here Shtutvam. And here is I'm just mentioning Ottva-desha. So for Ottvam. Dirghatvam supposed to happen, but it will not happen for Sagdhatu, Vagdhatu. And here, Dakara, when followed by Dakara, the first Dakara will become Lopaha, and the preceding Rasvakara will become Okara for the Dhatus, Sagdhatu, and Vagdhatu. For other Dhatus, that is not required in this context, but still I'm writing. For other Dhatus, what happens? For other Dhatus, Varna will become Dirghaha. Anvarna means what are the unletter? A, E, U only. Please note. A, E, U. Become right? Okay, this is number 2. So, special case. Number 3, Drishdhatu. All these are purely Sandhi. If you remember Sandhi, you know this. But one rule is there. This is important. It would be good to know. Maybe I would have taught you in some context. Drishdhatu, first see the rule, then we can see the example. Drishdhatu and Srijadhatu, when followed by what pratyaya? Jaladi pratyaya. Pratyaya beginning with a jal letter, but it is not a kit. Then it will get agama. Do you remember this? We have seen this in the context of just type and delete. Drishdhatu plus Trich pratyaya. Trich pratyaya content is Tr. So Tr is what pratyaya? Jaladi. Jaladi. Is it a kit? No. So Drish will get now agama. Where the agama will come? Because it is myth, it comes here. Right? Content is A. Now Dr plus A, what's Sandhi? N Sandhi, R plus A, what is it? Simple Sandhi, N Sandhi. So you get Drash. Drash plus Tr.
Drashtru.
Shakara followed by Jal. This will be replaced by Shakara.
Shakara.
And do
Takara.
what? Takara.
Takara.
Therefore you get Drashtru. When you decline, Nukaranta. Karta, Kartaro, Kartaraha.
Drashta, Drashtaro, Drashna.
Drashta, Drashtaro. That's how we get Drashta, Drashtaro, Drashtaraha. It is unlike Trudhatu plus Trich Pratyaya. What you get? Kartru. This is Angakarya, Kartru. Karta, Kartaro, Kartaraha. Whereas Drishdhatu plus Trichit, Drashta, Drashtaro. Similarly, Srijidhatu also is an exception. Srijidhatu also not Srishta. It is become Srashta. Same thing. Amagama comes and becomes Srashta. That's what I have given here. Drishdhatu and Srijidhatu when followed by Jaladi Akit Pratyaya. Remember this is important. Amagama will come. So therefore, Drish plus Tavya, Drishdhatu, it must be Anidhatu. How do you know? There is no Itagama. Huh? So when followed by Jaladi Akit Pratyaya, Amagama comes. Is content is A only. So after that, do Yen Sandhi, become Dra. Now Shakaranta Dhatu followed by Jal, Shattam will happen. Then you get Shtutva Sandhi, you do Drashta, Drashtavya. Similarly, Srij will become Sri plus Amagama comes, Sri plus A is Sra, Sraj. Now Sraj is also Vrashcha, Vrashcha, Srija, Mrija. Remember, the same Srij Dhatu for the Dhatu. We don't apply Kutvam, please note. We apply Shatvam because this is an exception to Kutva. All those things Sandhi You've seen. Srashtavya you get. Right? Okay. So, my Drish plus Aniya. Drish is replaced by what?
Darshani.
Here it is not Jaladi. Therefore, no Amagama. Driv undergoes Angakarya, Guna Angakarya, Darsha, Darsha plus Darsh plus Aniya, Darshaniya. Darshaniya means that which deserves to be seen. Srij plus Aniya, Sarjaniya. Okay. Fine. I think we'll stop here. Now I will send these notes. We'll keep correcting the notes or adding, but you can use for your reference. Don't take print if you are taking print at all. If you're using for reference, it's okay. Fine. We'll stop here. Any doubts?
We'll have to go through again.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawadaha, Guruji.